Alright guys, got a little video here today. I'm in the middle of cleaning up a mess I made. Alright, so it doesn't, and this is kind of a rookie mistake that I've made here, and it's all based on being in a hurry. Okay, so what happened was I loaded up some 243 for G, so we can go deer hunting. Took this thing to the range, and it shot like an inch group. Okay, which I was in a hurry. You know, life is happening here. It's all good things, but life is kind of happening. It's got me kind of rushing around a little bit to get all this stuff done in a little amount of time. So I slapped these things out, took them to the range real quick, shot like an inch group, which I'm like, well, there's no going back now. You know, an inch group is good enough for what we're trying to do for whitetail. But this is my pet load, 87 grain VMAX, right? This is a hair splitter. It wasn't splitting hairs. So it kind of got me thinking, now that I've kind of got time, right? I've made some time to kind of decompress here and kind of investigate what's going on. I found an error. So my seating depth is normally, the way I read this gauge, right? My seating depth is normally 3.2, 6.8. Okay, about there for this guy. And this is using the Hornady, seating depth gauge. Right, you can see I'm way off. Like I don't know how I did this. I don't know how this happened. Okay, so this guy is measuring 3.178, which the 10 thou I can explain. Switching the gauge, switching these guys around. I didn't zero this thing properly, and then I think what I did is I'm a 10th off, from rushing. So basically, I chalked this up to I'm an idiot. I made a mistake, and I paid the price at the bench for it. But I have assignable cause, which is half the battle. And speaking of being an idiot, I have to get this stupid thing out. I hate these things. This is like the walk of shame right here. You know what I mean? This is the idiot stick. I'm going to pop these bullets out of here. Actually, I'm not going to pop them out. What I do, and I'll be honest with you, I just bought this thing. I had one of these years ago, like when I first started. I have no idea what happened to it, and I really don't use these much. As I don't make like large lots like this without triple checking. Actually, I have 50 of these. I'm just showing, a box of 20 here, which some of them are shot off. I made 50 of these. Okay, 50, because this is my pet load, right? And they're all wrong. So it's a big dumb moment here. Usually what I do, because I haven't had one of these, is I'll put the bullet in the cartridge in the press, and I'll just grip it with a pair of pliers and ruin the bullet, right, and rip the thing out, and then have to read neck size and all that stuff. Because it's, like I said, it's a rare thing. I just have never had to really use one of these things much. Even that's why I lost it. I don't know what happened with all the moves and things, over the years. I lost my bullet puller, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to go freaking buy one. So here we go, idiot stick time. So the way I do this, and I'm glad the last one I had was an RCBS and it worked this way too. But here's how I do this. All right, and I thought this is kind of a neat video, maybe a neat idea. Anyways, this thing comes with, well, let's just break this out. So this is a Frankford Arsenal puller here. Impact puller, they call it. Okay. Now this guy comes with all of these little collets here, right? And it says it's good from 22 Hornet all the way up to 4570, which is impressive. 243 is obviously in there. That's a 308 base case, and then my 204 Ruger. I was kind of worried about that, but that's a 222 parent case on that, so that'll work in here too. But it doesn't really matter. I don't use this stuff. Okay, here's how I do it. I take a shell holder, trusty old RCBS shell holder, put this guy on here, put the bullet in there. Now the thing I like about this is it's still safe. There's nothing, I mean, there's a live round, obviously, right? I got to pull this thing off a live round. Nothing is going to come in contact with the primer here to strike that, right? And you can see they've put a hole in the back of this guy too, right? So that's always exposed, sort of thing. Anyways, I tighten this guy up, you know, pretty good, but you can see, you can hear it. It's not like super tight, all right? And then bang this guy, and what I'll do is I'll bang it and then I'll watch, right? Because I kind of know, I mean, you can kind of see where it's at. I don't think maybe you can, but see where it's at. Bang it a couple times till it gets real long, right? And then what you'll end up with is this guy, right? So I've pulled that bullet out of there. I haven't affected neck tension enough for me to care. I have pretty light neck tension anyways on these things. But I can set my die up correctly now and then just reseat them all, right? And usually what I do is I seat everything like long, and then before I go out and use them, you know, I'll finish them off, sort of thing, if I make a larger lot like this. But unfortunately, being a 10th off or more, even seating them long is just still too short. So that's where we're at. Dummy stick time, and I'll get all these guys kind of pulled out of here and redone. All right, so I thought I'd do a little demo on this thing. Why not? So let's grab one of these, put it in the shell holder, drop it in the hammer, tighten this guy down, and I just bang it off of this metal plate here. You can use the floor, whatever. I would recommend you don't do this on your kitchen table. All right, but it's just a couple shots is all it takes. So that went in there small, and it comes out there, you know, comes out, you know, long. So, and here's the other thing. You know, sometimes you hit them too hard and you pop the whole thing out, which maybe that's exactly what you want to do. You just want to start from scratch, just take it all out, recover your powder, recover your bullet, everything. Some guys might be tempted to say, well, I can't reuse those bullets because they've been in the case and all this other stuff. But I got news for you. If you do your case prep correctly, right, you cannot see where that neck really, well, maybe just a littlest bit, right? But you really can't see where that neck was on this bullet, right? These bullets are, well, let's put it this way. They're as good as they are when they're just laying in the box in here. I mean, they're banging off each other and stuff anyways, but these guys are fine. They're fine. Powder can all be recovered. Hopefully your notes are good enough and you know exactly what this is, right? So this is H4350 for me. So I can reclaim all that, you know, and reuse these guys. And I'll tell you another thing, because some people might think, well, you need to neck size. I'm not really gripping the bullet tight enough to even damage the thing. I really like neck tension on these guys, anyways. I'm not going to have to neck size these at all. Okay, when they seat back down, they're going to feel, you know, which, I mean, it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to feel more loose or whatever. I really wish I had one of those hydraulic presses so I could measure, you know, the neck tension. That might be something I try to get in the future. But anyways, all this stuff can be reused. It's not like it's, you know, fired case or whatever, but yeah, I'm just popping these guys out, and I'll reset the seating depth on them, and I'll go about my the rest of my life here. So yeah, there's really nothing to this. Like I said, it's like you try to do all this precise work, right, at the reloading bench, and then you get to a point where you make a mistake and you have to do something as stupid as using a hammer, right? Hey, that's the way it goes, man. So anyways, guys, I hope the video was informational or maybe entertaining at the very least. But thanks for watching. I'm no expert at reloading, and but I've been doing this for a long time. Still make still can be a victim of you know, basically stupid mistakes, right? So I think this is kind of dangerous business, and after you do this for a while, maybe you kind of take things for granted a little bit. You just kind of slam them out, and things just kind of work. But then there's there's times where, you know, you make a mistake and that could really cost you big. So anybody out there reloading, I mean, be careful. You know, be careful, and you know, always check your gauges. Always measure everything you can. It's not a feel thing, it's a measure thing. So we got to try to measure everything. And you know, you get sloppy and you make mistakes. So I'm gonna take my medicine here, but I just thought I'd do a little video on this. And you know, it's nice to do videos once in a while. I'm super busy right now. Work is crazy. You know, I'm an engineer, so, and it's end of year push stuff is going nuts at work. So it's hard to do reloading videos, and then supplies are pretty rare too. So I'm not like going out there and just pounding through a bunch of stuff. I will show you this. I'm excited. I tried some of these guys. This is going to be our summertime, basically woodchuck medicine here for G in the 204. 40 grain boat tail hollow points. These things are freaking, like, they are so sleek. These burger bullets are just beautiful. Just a really nice quality. I'm just super impressed with these things. And the reason why I'm going with hollow points for this is because the polymer tips, you know, have a tendency to melt, right? And I really want to give G every advantage, right, to really stretch that 204 out. I don't know why, but for me, I just think it's really cool to see a little kid just nail it at like 300 plus. You know what I mean? She's shooting those water balls, man. I had a smile on my face a mile wide. So anyways, that's where I'm at today. Just a real quick video. Be careful out there, guys, and stay in tune here. I'll be doing more videos as time is available. But like I said, right now it's kind of nuts after the holiday here. I should get back into the swing of it. I got a couple little developments I want to do to kind of revisit some things and do some more work with this 204 as well. But anyways, guys, thanks a lot.